Hey friends and coffee lovers, what's up? Today I am just gonna kind of take you along with me on the day. My plan was to start at a coffee shop, but it was not allowing seating currently, so that backfired. So I'm gonna enjoy my coffee and then head to the Goodwill outlet and drop off some film and I kind of have some errands to run today. But I've been a little quiet lately, one because our vlog camera is like pretty dead and we haven't really dealt with fixing it yet. So I'm trying this on my phone. Hopefully that works out well. And then we're actually in the process of moving back to Michigan. So you'll get a lot more trailer content once we're finally there. We'll be there a month from today. And there's a lot of mixed emotions, but we're trying to cram in all of our favorite Austin things while we're still here. Absolutely gonna miss it, but I'm really excited to start the trailer. Okay, had to have a quick change because I spilled coffee all over myself. Who's surprised? And we're gonna head out. Well, wish me luck, because there's a bunch of signs outside that say there's a job fair here today. And the parking lot is absolutely full, so I'm parked next door. So we'll see how insane it is in there. Okay, I'd say it was a pretty successful trip. That bag is full. I've got some quilts that I'm thinking of trying a DIY with. And yeah, everything together was 30 bucks. Some of it was maybe a little impulse just because it's like so wild in there. You're just like, okay, yeah. And I didn't, yeah. So we'll see. I don't even 100% remember what's in the bag. Some of it might be for resale, some of it for myself, of course. So yeah, I'll do a little haul for you. Okay, we're keeping a positive mindset today. And I picked these up for Brian because guys like flowers too, right? I always think of she left me roses by the stairs. So yeah, you know what I mean. So we're gonna bring him into him. Surprises let me know she cares. I think they're cute.
Oh, that's mine?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Did pick up beans today, so I can make some coffee. Whoever said coffee cannot fix a bad day was wrong. Coffee is the cure for all. Let's see what we can pour today. Let's go for it. I'll take it for today. Here it is. This is the damage that I did today. $30 worth plus 2 quilts that are being washed now. Those will be saved for a DIY coming eventually. But let's do a little try on, shall we? Okay, this first friend of mine, I almost didn't go for because I'm pretty positive she has been shrunk. But it's a vintage Ralph Lauren top, and I thought it would be really pretty for like those spring months when it starts to get a little warm. Not 100% sure about this one, if I'm gonna keep it or list it, but I feel like with some high top jeans, it could be really cute. Okay, I decided to adjust for better lighting. Background's not as nice, but it's fine. So I'm sticking with the yellow theme here. This was just a nice kind of casual, cute crew neck, little mock neck. I think that this would also be cute, either like tucked with some high-waisted pants, or honestly as is. It's just cozy, easy to wear. That's kind of what I tend to gravitate towards. So yeah, here's item number 2. As I try on, I'm just gonna keep with the black leggings and top because it keeps things easy and I can pretty much try everything on with it. This I'm very excited about. Again, I love things that are just like easy to throw on. Normally my biggest issue is I always end up grabbing oversized things, which trust me, I have a ton of oversized things still, and they're like swimming on me, but I still love them. But I'm trying to get away from that and find things that actually fit my body. And this is amazing. It's super soft. I wish you could feel it, but definitely going to be getting a lot of uses out of this. I also just love having things like this that I can kind of leave in like my car or the trailer when I start doing that, so that I can just throw it on over whatever I'm wearing in case I get chilly. But this one you could really dress up, dress down, so love this. Okay, this next one's bold for me. So not something I would typically go for. But I know if I don't wear it, it's something I could definitely list. Let's try it on, see what happens. Yeah, this is definitely bold for me. I'm normally a pretty neutral person. I maybe will attempt to wear this and see if I can like get myself out of my box. But it might also end up on Depop, so we will find out. Okay, this next find I gravitated towards mostly because it is Howler Bros, and I just felt I couldn't leave Texas without one of their pieces. It's also a small, so again, with that like fitted look, since we're moving back to Michigan, this is a really nice like transitional piece from like fall to, for the fall or the spring, to keep me like slightly warm. Yeah, and this is one that if I don't find myself wearing it, I know my brother will. Okay, here we go with me and my grabbing oversized pieces. But I've been looking for like a gingham jacket of sorts. This is an extra large, but I do feel like because it's a shorter style, if I roll the sleeves, maybe I can make it work. Again, not an ideal outfit I would be wearing it with, but just for a little quick try on sake. I mean, I definitely think it's cute. My big debate is always to keep or not to keep the shoulder pads. They're lightly padded. It's not like a true pad, just like a little bit. Okay, I impulse grabbed this Nautica top in typical Haley fashion. Did not look it over super well, so there is kind of a stain on there. I did wash it, so don't know that that's gonna come out. Love the neckline. I could even like throw a coat or something on over that. Ooh. Another one of those pieces that if you're wearing a top like this under, I could tuck. If I have like jeans or something. This is probably a keep piece just because of the stain on the back. Another one that I could roll the sleeves if I want. I do really like this. Okay, the gingham got me again. I saw this. Another oversized. This one is huge. On me, it's an extra large. But I'm thinking maybe it could be like a nice jacket, like professional looking jacket. I am keeping my eye out for something like this that's like longer. Not entirely sure if this is gonna be the one, again, because it's a little big on me. But if I was wearing like a sweater underneath, I could see throwing this on, or like a sweater dress to look a little professional but still comfortable. Here I go again. Cozy sweaters. Cannot get enough of them. I pretty much live in sweaters. But look, I just love them. I just feel comfortable, makes me want to bundle up. It's like a hot cocoa sweater, you know? You throw it on with some leggings. And it's a nice little go-to. I love the colors. I'm really into like the greenish blues. I could see working in the trailer in this and like staying warm, maybe putting a vest over it if it's super cold, slinging some coffee. It's the perfect like coffee hoodie. It's nice and soft and wonderful. Okay, this one I know is gonna be too big on me, but hear me out. There's no size. But we are going to be getting a house in Michigan, and there's gonna be a lot of work to do. And I want something like cute that I can still do projects in, but not feel terrible about like ruining. Oh, maybe it won't be big or that big. Okay, yeah, this is great. See, I still feel like cute and capable. Okay, I guess it's like big back there, but for the purposes I want, I could probably just tie these, honestly, like right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna tie those up, and it might not be like the most form-fitting, but this is perfect for when we're painting and stuff. I can like slosh paint everywhere and I don't care. Okay, yes, another impulse buy, but it's a peacoat. And what really sold me is that it was American Apparel, and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna pass this up. I'm gonna grab it, and if I don't wear it, my sister, my mom, someone will. A tad big, but in a way that I would have like a hoodie on under it, which is probably what I would do anyways. And I actually really like this. I mean, again, it's like allows me to feel a little more dressy than I actually am. Looks nice. It's a lot thicker than I was expecting. A nice Michigan jacket. Love pockets. Okay, so if you've ever been to the Goodwill outlet, you probably know, and I'll put some footage in too, it's a little bit terrifying when a new bin comes out because everybody's standing there, they're waiting, they roll out the new bins and people come swarming, like just flying to the new bins to see what's there. So I was kind of hanging in the back, and you can tell who like the resellers are. They're usually pretty trendy and they've got their own little wagon just full of stuff, and they kind of hang out in the back and they'll like go through their stuff, and whatever they decide they don't want, they like throw in the back bins. So I was kind of going through their junk piles, and that's where I found all of this stuff for the most part. But there was one time I was feeling bold and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna run up there, I'm gonna see what happens. So the drill, if you've never been, they bring them all out, and when they're ready, they're like, all right, go. People, I'm not kidding you, run. They book it to these bins. There's no rhyme or reason. People aren't looking. People will swoop right into you, knock you over, start looking through your pile. So what a lot of people do, they go to an area that looks like it has good stuff, they scoop their arms around it, they take it and they walk it somewhere and go through it. So I ran up to a bin, got in just where I could. I was like, I'm not gonna fight all these people. But 2 fabrics jumped out to me, so I grabbed the handful of stuff around there, walked it over, and now I'm gagging because I cannot. Along with it, I grabbed a couple of these. This one was in the best shape. The other ones were like kind of torn. But I've really been wanting like a slip dress, mostly to belt and wear with sweaters or whatever, mostly to utilize as a skirt with something over it. Not necessarily as a dress. Okay. So not my typical style, but how cute. So even if the top isn't really doing it for me, I can just throw a sweater on over this. This is like so silky soft. I think it's gonna be like a great dress that I could wear to like a wedding, an event. Again, with the sweater, I've been looking for a skirt kind of like this, so that is amazing. I did find this little tear on the sides. It looked like somebody tried to maybe slide it on over their hips and it has to go over your head. So it did tear a tiny bit, but I have like a little bit of give on here, and for a little more support, I'm gonna see if my grandma, thanks, love you grandma, can just take it in a bit and that'll get rid of that tear. But this is so darling. I love it. Okay, so I do think this slip dress maybe did not meet expectations. I did have to put shorts on under it. I can't find my slip, but it's pretty see-through. I mean, I have it belted. It's a tad big, even though it's a small, so I think maybe it just doesn't fit my body type best. I've not tried it with a sweater yet, so I'm gonna give that a go. I just think it's not, like, even the skirt portion is just a little bit big on how I was hoping in my head it would fit. Maybe with like a sweater tucked. I just feel it's not the most flattering on my body. Okay, my blankets are washed, and here's the last bit of my haul. Here's number 1 and number 2. So they're both in pretty good shape. I'm actually not using them as blankets. I'm planning on turning them into jackets of some type. I've seen a couple people doing that, and it looked really fun, so I'm gonna see if my grandma will help. I've actually been keeping my eye out for quilts like this for a while. They're really special to me because, as I've mentioned, my grandma is a quilter, and she spends so many hours like making one quilt, making it beautiful, giving it to somebody she loves, and I couldn't imagine if they just ended up in the thrift store one day. So I've been looking for some like handmade quilts, and yeah, the hope is to turn them into jackets so that they'll get to live another life. And see how that turns out, because I'm no pro quilter, but I know the basics, so maybe we can find a simple pattern and get that going. So let me know if that's something you'd want to see in a video. I'll have more coffee content coming your way as soon as we're in Michigan in a month, and yeah, I'll keep the thrifting going too. As always, if you liked this video, please like it, subscribe to keep up with the coffee journey and the forever thrifting adventures, and thanks so much for being here.